Hello, welcome to the Hypno Travelers on the Magical Psyche Highway podcast. That's right. Your host and tour guide is Scott Prevette, a healer, hypnotist, and a magician. And your bus driver is Jason Gobelli, also a hypnotist, an entrepreneur, and a spiritual guide. Trip with us on the Inner Revelation bus. That's right. One quick disclaimer, neither Jason, Scott, or any of our guests here today are licensed professional psychologists or psychiatrists. So please don't make any changes to any medication or treatments that you are currently on, based on the conversation that you hear here today. Just hop on the bus and enjoy the ride. Give us a like, love, or comment, and remember to share your experience with others because there is always room for more in this bus. That's right.
Wow, damn, Scott, I've been looking forward to this, our first podcast. So, hey,
Very first one.
That's right. That's right. Hey, Scott. So let's start with you, brother. I'm going to interview you real quick and ask a few questions. But first, thanks for your service.
Hey, thank you for your support. I really appreciate it.
Right on. Hey, so tell us a little bit about that, man. Tell us a little bit about your service and why you want to do this thing.
Well, I started out when I was a little kid, kind of got into being a magician and magic tricks and things, and then went on into the Navy and used some of those tricks in the military. Got into medicine and worked with a bunch of great people in the Marine Corps and became a surgical technologist while I was in the Navy and got to learn how to be an assistant in surgery. And continued that after I got out.
Damn, you were a lifesaver then.
I think everybody is at one time.
Beautiful, beautiful, yeah. Beautiful. So then, indeed, we want to thank you for all that work that you've done and all that service you've done and all those lives that you saved. So I guess it just comes naturally for you to take that magical approach and your healing approach and put them together, doesn't it?
You know, that's kind of where a great blend goes together with magic and helping others, because magic creates that mystery, and it gets people to laugh and smile and question what they just saw, and you get to have that smile. And a smile's contagious. It's great. And I just got into how people help other people, and I think that's what we're going to focus on this podcast: is how people help other people.
Yeah, and being where you were in surgery and stuff like that, you've seen the traditional methods of healing, but now you're kind of exploring the alternative methods of healing, aren't you?
Absolutely. Starting out with the scientific method in the military, surgery has always been straightforward. Started learning how to be a surgical tech back in the early 80s. And since then, surgery's gone leaps and bounds. But since I'm not going to say how old I am, but older now, I'd like to get into that other side of healing. I've always been interested in the different religions and reading about them and the different beliefs that people have. And I think this is a great way to explore what surrounds us and what we're all capable of.
Nice, nice. It sounds like we're going to touch a spiritual nature too and deal with all kinds of things throughout this universe.
Absolutely. We're going to be able to talk about healing energies and how other people help other people heal. We've got a bunch of people lined up for some very interesting guests. And Jason, tell us a little bit about that first guest.
Oh, dude, we got a guy here who does psychic healing. That's right, among many other things. But he does psychic healing online through the internet. That's right. We got some interesting.
What?
Yeah, I'm telling you, we got some interesting characters lined up, and it's going to be a lot of fun. We got other people coming up that are coming from all kinds of places and all kinds of different directions. Because of course we are on that magic psychic highway, right?
Absolutely. I think another good thing is Jason and I come from different backgrounds, so we're not always going to see eye to eye. And since we're doing this as a live thing, you're going to hear how we both we clash a little bit on the way we think. So this will be fun and interesting.
So we'll get to argue back a little bit forth, and and we'll get to discuss things, and it's going to be a little bit of fun because, once we have these discussions, then we'll find out that I'm right and Scott's wrong. I'm just playing.
Yeah.
I'm just playing. What we'll find out
I'll
is
let him act. That's part of it. I'll let him act like he's right. We all know who's the real, the real winner.
we all
It's
get
okay
to,
to be second.
we all get to experience our own realities, and that's the main thing. That was a joke that I was
Exactly.
saying, but the thing of it is that we get to experience our own realities and live in life as we're supposed to be. I think we're going to stretch possibilities. I think we're going to explore some alternative resources and some alternative forms of healing. And this is going to be great because we're going to question things. And you may agree and you may not agree. And, that's just the way it is. Look, what we're planning on doing, and one of the things I'm planning on is just opening this up so that we can have all kinds of different possibilities and different things that we can explore. Now, I'm a big believer that if some words that offend you, if you're offended by the word fuck or by the word God, or if some things offend you, like maybe Dr. Seuss or a rainbow, then maybe you might want to just take some of that butthurt cream and set on the back of the bus and apply it generously. Or if you want, you can just get off the bus stop right here. I'm the driver. Scott's the tour guide. I'm stopping the bus. You can get the hell off and you can catch that next bus at 7 o'clock. It's the little yellow bus that goes to Sesame Street. That's right.
Yeah, we all know that that's the short bus. If you'd rather be on that one, jump right on there. You don't even need a pass, I don't think. You can lick windows all you want.
I think this is going to be an adult podcast. So if you're under 18 or you're easily offended, this probably would be a challenge for you to listen to.
That's right.
Not that we're going to go into things and be, we're not going to go in and give our opinions on things that we don't bash other people or any of their beliefs. We're just looking to explore, and we'd like to see where these other people are coming from, and like to hear about the energy work and the typical work that they do in their day-to-day basis.
I think the important thing is that we're going to explore alternate realities. We're going to explore alternate ways of thinking, and we're going to go into things in different realms that may, test conventional knowledge. And since we're going to do that, I think we all need to be open to each other's own visions of reality.
And I think we've all seen how modern medicine, in concert with other of these modalities, we all see how that works very well together. So I think the more we start exploring the different submodalities and get further away from prescribing a pill for every ailment that we have or wanting to take a pill for every ailment that we have, I think once we get further away from that and get into a more you can heal yourself type environment with your mind, your body, and your spirit, I think that we'll be a lot better as a country, a lot better as a planet.
I'm right on point with that, Scott. I think you're right on the money with that. I mean, if you got a headache, they give you an aspirin. Well, that may stop the headache, but it doesn't really solve the problem that's causing the headache in the first place. And it might not even be a pill. It might be a shot. So, sometimes I think we just need to sit back, trust our intuition, trust our spirits. And some of these doctors, they don't know what the hell they're doing and they got their head up their ass. Now, I'm not saying all of them. I'm just saying that, sometimes we're all humans and we make mistakes. So maybe it's better to just trust in the powers that be to do the healing that they need to do.
Yeah, I guess I'm more in it. I've seen it from the scientific side for a long time before I got into hypnotism. I've dabbled in hypnotism for a little bit and then decided I'd go full-fledged into it and become a hypnotist.
Nice.
And that's how Jason and I actually met.
That's right. We met learning some hypnotism and studying to, learn how to help other people heal themselves, through the powers that are developed by getting into those deeper levels of concentration and focus that we have in our unconscious mind. So yeah, let's put that.
I think we'll be able to explain. I think we'll be able to explain this a little bit better after as each podcast. We're going to dive in to talk about the different type of hypnotism techniques, inductions, and go over some of the terms and some of the fallacies and some of the truths about hypnotism. We'll show you guys different sides of different places and things that you haven't seen before.
That's right. And we're not going to do any actual hypnotism because some of you might be driving during this podcast, and we definitely don't want you running into that, school bus on the way to Sesame Street.
That's right.
So yeah, so Scott was sharing a little bit about himself. Maybe I'll share a little bit about me real quick. I've dabbled in alternate forms of reality ever since I was a young kid in high school. And that's
And
right.
the puff of smoke goes by.
What I'm saying is that now I have my head together straight and I'm focused. And even that you said that, I haven't dabbled in those methods in a long, long time, but I have dabbled in meditation and other forms of changing and altering the forms of reality so that I can get a better idea and a better consciousness with a higher being. Now, that said, after college, I got into the sales field. That's right, Scott.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I've been selling things my whole life, and that's kind of where my nature is. And then I opened up a couple of businesses. But in the sales field, we always study the power of positive thinking. Very similar
Sure.
to The Secret, long before The Secret was ever out. And
Sure.
yeah, it's wonderful how the mind can work, in tune with other people through communication. And then from there, naturally, I got into the real estate business and I taught real estate seminars across the United States. I help people
Nice.
help them with their houses, help them learn how to buy and sell houses with no money down. I've done all that stuff. And then I opened up some other businesses, and it's always been about helping people. We have a 3D printer and we're building houses out of cement, 3D printing to help the homeless. So, that's
What?
yeah, pretty exciting stuff, man. Pretty exciting. It works like a soft serve ice cream machine. Look,
Nice.
anyone knows you can give the homeless a place to live, but until you help with those mental issues and those other issues that are going on in the mind that block them and limit them from actually becoming productive members of society, until we fix those things that keep them from being a productive member, it doesn't help to give them a house. Matter of fact, it doesn't help to give them money. What we really need to do is, teach them how to fish, right? So
Exactly.
yeah, so that's why, I started working on myself first and working on my meditative states to get at a deeper level of consciousness. And then I decided, well, hypnosis is the way to go. Why not help others and communicate with others some of the skills that I've gotten myself so that we can all grow and we can all get better. We can all heal,
Nice.
not just be productive members of society, but actually to help heal the world. So it all starts
Nice.
on, right?
Yep. Indeed. Let's make this a better planet. That's the direction.
Oh, yeah, that's
Let's talk about different things and all these different modalities and submodalities that some people probably have never even heard of that people are gaining healing energy from, gaining healings from all different directions. So we're going to help explore each one of these each week and talk about a different one and a different individual and have them on and tell us how, and we'll get to talk to them about what they do and how they heal people.
That's right. That's right. So in the future, Scott, what do you want to be when you grow up?
I haven't figured that out yet.
I think,
I have to define growing up first.
I think in the future, the direction that I want to head is I don't have any immediate plans of what I want to be, except for I think I might want to just be a light, a light where I can help people and shine that. You said it earlier today, Scott, the smile, where I can shine that smile on each other. As a matter of fact, I love your views on the world of magic and illusion because that kind of puts a smile on a person's face as well. And when you get that smile and you get that wonderment in, you know what? We can start by blowing their minds and then we can start by expanding the minds. That's right.
Exactly. Let's help others. So let it help others help themselves, basically, is how hypnotism works.
Beautifully put. Beautifully put. So yeah, this is going to be fun. It's going to be exciting. We got so many people we want to bring in. We're going to do so many different paths and so many different directions that sometimes this bus, it ain't going to be on the highway no more. It's going to go off road and we might not even have a road.
Yeah, we might have to put the snow chains on and some mud tires every now and then.
I think we might have to expand them wings, brother.
Hey, there you go. That'll be fun.
So it's going to be
Looking forward to it.
time to fly. And speaking of time to fly, I guess it's time for us to fly. So with that, I'm really looking forward to seeing you next week. If you had a great time, please give us a thumbs up. If you thought we were assholes, give us a thumbs down. Also, we'd love to have a comment, so throw a comment there. And it can be a cool comment. It can be a bad comment. We don't care. We're just glad you're here. And we hope that you continue to come back. Also, if you have any questions, put them in the chat. If you have any topics that you want us to talk about, put them in the chat. And as always, if you want to be one of our guests, let us know. Contact us because, we have plenty of room on this bus. Scott, what do you got to say?
Especially if you'd like to come on here and tell us about how you heal others. That's our main goal on this, is to get that education out there to other people, exactly what helps people. And that's non-traditional medication, non-traditional modalities of go to see your doctor at a hospital and sit and wait, and all these fake vaccines and everything else that we hear about. So that's what we're looking to go into.
Absolutely, absolutely. And you know what? Why he said that? Another thing is also heal yourself. So if you've been through some experience, have you learned something? Have you healed yourself? Now we want to know about this. We want to know about this, and we want to learn from you how you've done it so that we can share that experience and do it ourselves. That's right. We can do this together because we're all going to ride this bus together. Even though Scott's the tour guide and I'm the driver, all of us are going to have fun on this ride.
Even if you've been abducted by a UFO, we'd like to hear from you.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Nothing is going to go unchallenged here on this channel.
That's an experience I'll find interesting. All right, so don't forget to give us a like, love, share, comment, or whatever, and be sure to see us again next week. That's right. It'll be a trip.
That's right. What a great time.
Yeah. Okay. So until next week, we'll see you again. And thanks for taking the little journey with us today, and thanks for riding on our bus on the the Hypno Travelers on the Magical Psyche Highway. Thanks again. We'll see you next week.
What a trip it was.
Wow, what a trip. Thanks for taking that journey with us today. Please like us, share us, and enlighten us with your views of the topics we drove into today. We appreciate you and love reading your comments. Thanks again, and we hope to see you back on the bus next week. That's right.